Welcome back to Bazaar Morning Call. Well, let's get in our technical experts as promised. Mitessh Thakkar is standing by, and Sudarshan as well has joined in. Good morning, gentlemen. Thanks so much for joining in. Well, Mitessh, you go first today. Tell us what's your trade on the index, on the Nifty?
Morning, Najib. Yesterday was a very quiet session. But day before that, which was Friday, on the trading day, we had a big gap up. So I think yesterday was nothing but more of sideways consolidation, subduedness. I still believe that the idea should be to remain and trade on the long side. If you get an intraday dip like we got yesterday, would be a welcome buying opportunity. And looking at targets of 18,477, 18,520 zones to be tested. I think eventually we will head towards 18,900, 19,000. So maintain an extremely bullish bias in the medium term. But in the short term also, I think with today mild gap up, I would be wanting to take a long trade with yesterday's high or just 10 points below that as the stop loss.
Okay, Sudarshan Sukhani is also with us. Sudarshan, what are your thoughts? It's just a smidge away from all-time highs. Do you continue to stay long? Do you get a bit cautious here? What's the approach on the index?
Good morning. See, Sonia, you should always be cautious on the market. So that's a very generic statement. So you must be cautious. But the key point is that you must also be long. If yesterday I had suggested there's a 100-point dip, go long. That was a dip, buy on dips market yesterday. There was a 100-point dip towards the end of the day. And today, there is no need to wait for a dip. I think that dip at the minor correction is behind us. We should have a decent day today and maybe tomorrow morning also. So go long at the open, keep a 100-point stop. And that applies to the bank Nifty also. For both indices, you must be long today. And tomorrow we'll see what happens. So for the short-term trader, the trend is still up.
All right, gentlemen, good morning. Sudarshan, so with that view, individual stocks you'd want to put trades on?
Yes, good morning, Prashant. See, the indices cover most of the large caps. And there are so many opportunities in large caps, but I think it's also sometimes a repetition. You're already buying them when you're buying the Nifty. ACC is a buying opportunity. So we go a little lower than the large caps. It's a buy with a stop under 2350. DLF is making a wonderful long-term chart. So while it's an investing idea, for the day also, it's a buy, the stop under 395. I have one intraday short. It's a repetition, Jubilant Food. It's a very miserable, very dismal chart. And intraday short is available with a stop on above 570. And finally, L&T Finance is a buy. That stock has been in a mini bear market of its own. That bear market is now ending. So again, it's an investing idea, and today's trade with a stop under 81.
Mitessh, how about you? What would your stock ideas be?
Yeah. I also have more of buy calls today. One sell call is there. So on the buying side is Britannia after a big breakout post the numbers, which has been consolidating. Now should see follow through. So buy with a stop at 40.50 for targets of 42.25 to begin with. Birla stock is a buy with a stop at 278 for targets of 300, and Exide is a buy with a stop below 175 for targets of 190. On the sell side is Eicher Motors. Looks like a medium-term kind of a pullback starting over here. It's had a very good rally. Now a pullback could happen and see the stock price decline to about 34.20, 34.15 levels. So that's a short-term sell with a stop at 35.66.